I'm Nicole, the artist behind Art by Nicole, and today I'm going to talk about my second week in the mastery program. So let's go. For the drawing portion in the second week, we worked on shading and value scale. Just did a couple little exercises here in graphite and charcoal, going from a really light value to the darkest value. And then practiced with some different pencils and some different charcoals, vine charcoal, charcoal pencil, stuff like that. I didn't do a ton of practicing because I'm already very familiar with shading and stuff in graphite and charcoal. I haven't used charcoal as much lately, but I used to use it all the time. And I love graphite. I work with it on a semi-regular basis. I need to be drawing more, and that is what I'm going to start doing. So, yeah, this was one exercise we did, and then I'm going to turn it this way. I don't know if it'll fit. The sketchbook is 16 by 20, by the way. It's fairly large. So I'm going to try to minimize reflection here. The second assignment for drawing was fruit. They had a bunch of different source images. Well, not a bunch, a few you could choose from for they had pears and something else. Apples, maybe? I don't remember, but I really liked these 3 pears. And so I drew them. Got great feedback on this. They recommended going darker in the shadows, but because of this paper, I could only you could only do so many layers. You can only get so dark. What I would like to try, so I do have the Mars Lumograph pencils. Not the Mars Lumograph Black. I have the other ones. The black, you can get darker tones. I think they go up to like a 14B. I may get just one of those pencils so that I could get darker tones. We'll see. I mean, I'm really happy with how this has come out. So, yeah. Oh, and also, you join the mastery program. They have monthly contests, and for the part 1 February contest, it was to submit this drawing. So you don't have to, for the contest, you don't have to do like an extra thing. You just submit what you did for your assignment for whatever it happens to be, and it was the graphite fruit. So we'll see. I don't know. Hopefully I'll win. It would be nice. The prizes are incredibly generous. It's a $500 cash prize and a $500 gift card to the Milan art store. So, yeah, that would be fun. Okay. Now I'll show you the oil painting I did. Okay. So here is my second oil painting for the mastery program. I really enjoyed this one. I had a lot of fun creating the movement with the grasses and the poppies. I really like how my sky came out very, very painterly, very blended. I got pretty good feedback. A couple things they noted was you can see the source image over here, how it's like darker in the corners. I could have added that for a little more depth. I could have had the sky poking through the the trees back there. What else did they say? I think that was it. Again, they noted that they liked the movement in the field. They liked the variations in the poppies, the reds. So overall, very positive feedback, but just some things for me to keep in mind is that they really, and I'm sure it's a good habit um, going forward when I make my own source images in the second half of the program. They're pretty particular about how close you stick to your source. So the idea is with your source image, this is exactly the way you want to paint. And I understand, you put a lot of that effort and forethought into the front end so that you're not second guessing yourself when you're working on your painting. Definitely makes sense to me. So, yeah, again, very happy with it. But here's the thing. So, the reason I asked for the mastery program for Christmas, is because I knew in January the cost of the program was going to be going up, but I didn't know by how much. And if you buy the mastery program, you get all of the updates for life. Like, this is your program, you will always have access to it. So I wanted to take advantage of the lower price because the first time I looked into it, I think the program was $2,400. When we bought the program, it had gone up to 36. So I didn't know how much it was going to go up. The reason the cost went up is because they refilmed all of their videos. Better sound, better production quality, less like speed paint. Like, they didn't speed up as much the video, so the videos are longer. But they also added a bunch of stuff to the program. So in the version I signed up for, you start with oils. In the new version, they have you start with like 5 weeks of acrylics. And I love acrylics. So there's that. And then they added sections on soft pastel. Again, a medium I love very much. And oil pastel. And other things too. They updated all of their source images for the lessons. So since this is only the second week I completed, I am going to go back and start with the new first week. When I get to these oil painting lessons, again in the new version, I think I'm just going to try them again. I mean, you can't hurt with more practice, you know what I mean? So my oil's away for a few weeks, or however long it takes me to do those first 5 weeks. Acrylics dry a lot faster, so I may even be able to get 2 paintings done in a week. Now, I say I've done the first 2 weeks. I've done the first 2 sections. The first section took me longer than a week because the oils took forever to dry. And then this one took me longer because, well, I've been dealing with some things. So, yeah. But, all right. That's all I have for you for this video. So, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.